despite Dr. Johnson's powerful invective, to reach huge audiences around the world on television and in person. Since the 18th century, opera has been a popular entertainment in most of Europe, particularly in Italy, Germany, and France. But in the United States, many people seem to have resisted opera's attractions until fairly recently. In fact, many Americans once considered opera an exotic, irrational entertainment reserved for snobbish and wealthy clientele who lived in world capitals like New York. But now, opera companies have sprung up in Boston, Chicago, New Orleans, Minneapolis, St. Louis, Manchester, and Tokyo, as well as many smaller and less well-known cities around the world. With the Metropolitan Opera's Live from the Met television series, the Cherot-directed Ring Cycle from Bayreuth, and frequent simulcasts from Vienna's Staatsoper or Milan's La Scala, opera can even be considered a staple of television, if not yet a competitor with the soaps for the top Nielsen ratings. Opera has truly become a popular international art form. The most artificial of the arts. Why does this ancient and most artificial of arts continue to attract growing audiences? Because opera entertains them in a special way. For example, in Donizetti's Lucia di Lammermoor, a woman goes insane, yet she manages to sing a fiendishly difficult aria studded with several high Cs. In Wagner's Götterdämmerung, a man is stabbed in the back, but his death is delayed until he has sung a long farewell to life. In Puccini's Tosca, when a woman is being threatened with rape, the villain stops his pursuit of her while she sings a long prayer to her heavenly and earthly audience. What could be more contrived than these scenes? Yet they have worked for many years, and they still work, as grand entertainment because they reach the soul. With its special artifice, opera captures our imaginations and allays all protests, as sublime operatic music moves us to believe in its dramatic situations. Of course, there are skeptics, those non-initiates who sneer about fat sopranos, preening tenors, and silly plots. The truth is greater than they know, for opera can touch the soul as few arts can when the audience is receptive to its magic. One proof is found in history. Opera is an old art form. Its roots go back to ancient Greek culture, that wellspring of Western civilization that also cultivated architecture, philosophy, sculpture, drama, literature, and even democracy. Small wonder that, even though most opera was composed in Europe, an American audience feels comfortable with opera's artistic heritage. A second proof of opera's appeal is less in its lineage than in the experience it provides for the audience that wishes to understand and enjoy it. The combination art form. Unlike musical concerts or drama, opera combines several arts in a unique way. When one attends a concert, the ears may be filled with sound and the mind fully engaged with unsuspected harmonies, but nothing much happens to satisfy the eyes. At a concert, eyes tend to wander from the conductor to the soloists, orchestra players, and even to other members of the audience. Throughout the performance, the ear and spirit may be fulfilled, but the eye is not. When one attends the theatre, on the other hand, the eye may be riveted to the stage in fascination and the mind stimulated, but nothing much happens musically, except, of course, at a musical comedy. Some dramatists write their plays in verse, but the musical effects that language alone produces are pretty meagre when contrasted to the sounds of an orchestra. Among the arts, only opera combines the best musical possibilities of the orchestra and magnificent voices with the visual, dramatic, and intellectual excitement of the theatre. All these elements melt into extraordinary entertainment, and the audience can be engaged totally. Richard Wagner called opera the Gesamtkunstwerk, the combination artwork, and this fact of combination more than any other accounts for opera's uniqueness. Moreover, the scope of artistry is practically unlimited, since opera combines all the arts, ballet in many operas, painting and sculpture in the sets and properties, theatre, poetry, sometimes history, and, of course, music. Yet outside of opera, theatre and music have sometimes seemed to be natural enemies. The play
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.